everyone, so randomly I decided I want to do McDonald's mukbang. So I did one of these like 3 weeks ago, and today I felt, no, I need to do one. So today I also woke up at 6 p.m. So today's been a weird one, honestly. I woke up at 6 p.m, I got my shower, and then I was like, I want McDonald's. And you know what? I made my dreams come true. So first of all, let me show you the food that I got, and I have some topics that I want to talk about. Thank you, Rory, for delivering this. Can we get some thank you, Rorys, in the chat? I actually ordered this and I started working, so when it arrived, I was still working, so I actually forget what I ordered. And I also have a shit memory, so. Ooh. A McFlurry. I didn't know I ordered one of these. Someone commented on my last mukbang and was like, oh my god, in Derry they have working McFlurry machines. And yeah, apparently in America it's a big meme that the McFlurry machines are never working, so maybe we should start with this. I got a Smarties one. Yeah, I've always seen memes where people are like, oh, the McFlurry machine is down. But I'm like, it's always not down over here. People were asking me as well how I was getting McDonald's. I don't know, apparently McDonald's is closed in certain places of America. Basically, it reopened not that long ago, but you can only do £25 per order. And they basically have a reduced menu as well, so. Let's be real, McDonald's is not a necessity, so they didn't really need to reopen it, but you know what? They have, and we're gonna deal with it. Oh my god, I actually ordered a lot. Okay, so we're gonna start with the McFlurry, as I said. The first thing I want to talk about is something really simple, so. Oh, cold. Oh. As people have noticed, I've stopped drinking as much Red Bull as I used to. That being said, I'm not done drinking Red Bull. I can tell you that now. I went out of my way and bought a coffee machine and got all the coffee grounds so that I could slowly switch over to coffee. But the thing about coffee is it's less enjoyable to drink coffee than it is a Red Bull, in my opinion. Unpopular opinion. I think any sugary drink I'm really drawn to, it's a character downfall. I really want to get into talking about aliens, but before I do that, I want to say that a lot of schools have started going back already, and I'm seeing these videos of young kids not wearing their masks properly. But the thing is, we shouldn't be expecting little children to know how to wear masks 24/7 throughout the entire school day properly. That's so unreasonable. Like, why are they back at school? I hate governments. Brain freeze! Oh my god, and my teeth as well. Oh, do you ever get brain freeze in your teeth? Does that make sense? Okay, McFlurry finished. Now I can like start talking because wow, it like really gives me brain freeze. So as you'll know, I love an artist called Rina Sawayama. Now she's doing a show that has been rescheduled to September. Now me and my friend Asya bought tickets to it yesterday. We bought standing tickets. Now it's in London and it's happening in September 24th, which is my birthday week. I am 18 on September 30th. Now we're planning our trip there to London, but we don't know if the concert's gonna get cancelled or rescheduled again because September does seem quite soon. I think the world is pushing for things to go back to normal from August on, but I still think it's way too soon. But I don't know, fucking business as usual for some of these companies. So let me show you what I got, then we have to talk about aliens because it's really just been going around in my mind today. So we got these 4 veggie dippers. Now it says these are vegan approved. Ooh, does there just be like one single vegan person be like, I approve them? So they look like this, and they're so good. I got these in a Happy Meal last time, so I knew I had to get these in the bigger things, and all the Americans said that you don't have these anymore over there, or don't have them yet, or something, so ha ha, na 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 na. 9 chicken nuggets. I didn't want to get the full 20 chicken nuggets, because I thought I may as well look out for my stomach and my digestive system today. Then I got a Big Mac. I didn't even know why I ordered this, but you know what? Yay. Then I got these. Now the only reason I got these was because of Trisha Paytas. Now in all of her mukbangs she literally eats so many of these. Now they are like mozzarella sticks, I think. Hold on, I'm gonna have my Trisha Paytas moment. They aren't good. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh. Trisha, what the fuck? They're terrible. Y'all, these are so bad. What the fuck? Trisha makes them look so nice. Okay, fuck you, Trisha. These are terrible. So guys, aliens, let's talk about them. I don't know how people don't grasp the idea that aliens do exist, and if you don't think aliens exist, you have small brain. I'm sorry. I think it says a lot about the person if they believe that there is no aliens and that humans are the only thing ever. Because if you think about it, what a dumb theory that it's just us. No, there's so many other planets, there's so many other universes. We're not the only ones. Like, if you think about how big our universe is, there are so many other universes, so the fact that people think that it's just us, you're so dumb. I'm so sorry. Normally I respect everyone's like, oh, okay, you do you, but like, it's so dumb to think that we're the only life out there. Do I think we will ever get to experience life other than us, like experiencing meeting them or something? I don't think so. Which sucks. I don't think it will happen in our lifetime anyway. Oh, which makes me so upset. I feel like I would vibe more with aliens than I do with humans. Oh my god, that's a Forever 21 quote on a t-shirt. And then it's like, what do the aliens look like? Or what are the other species, creatures, whatever, what do they look like? What language do they speak? How do they communicate? Do they communicate with sign language? Like, that could be a case as well. And it's like, we will never get these answers. And that's so irritating. Also, something I want to talk about is how we all have idealistic views of different places. I have always been a big city person, so I've always wanted to do it. Oh my god, New York, New York. Like the Londons, the Parises, the whatever. And all those people who are from those cities and countries have been commenting on my videos saying, oh my god, I just want to go to Ireland so bad. And I would never think about that. I've been so drawn to, oh my god, I want to go to somewhere else rather than here. And everyone else from those places is like, I want to be anywhere else but here. And it's weird how each of us have different realities, and then other people want your reality and you want their reality of where they're from, and then you take a step back and you're like, damn, I'm actually from a good place. It's like so bizarre to me. I was also watching a Zoella vlog, as I have recently, you know how it be. And it was her at VidCon or Playlist Live or one of those things. And anyway, it was her doing her meet and greet, and it literally lasted like 9 hours. And then I was like, oh my god, these creators like don't get paid to do this. Like, they're literally doing so much work at these things. Like, as a viewer, you go to a meet and greet and you meet them and it's like 15 seconds and you're like, oh my god, like that wasn't a lot of time. But then you realize that they're literally doing it. The person are doing it for like 7 hours straight. I also don't think I would survive a VidCon. I think I would be too much of a bitch to people. Like, if people got my way at lines and all, it would not be pretty. Or if people skip me in queue, oh, the inner Derry would come out. Oof. Okay, so back to my topic about aliens, because I can't get this out of my head today. What do they look like? What do they look like? I think it's so stupid when people are like, yeah, aliens definitely look like humans. Like, how dumb do you have to be? I'm sorry. I do not think, personally, that they could ever look like humans. But there's such a stereotypical alien look that they all do in movies. But I don't think they look like that either. Do y'all remember the movie Aliens in the Attic? It was such a bad movie, but oh, it was so good. You know those films that are so bad, but they're so good? Speaking on that, oh my god, I saw a clip from a movie from the 80s, and it was Jamie Lee Curtis and the guy from You're the One That I Want. The only one that I want. How the fuck does that song go? You're the one that I want. Oh, you're the one that I want. You're the only one. Wait, you're the one I want. You're the only one I want. No. You're the one that I want. You're the only one I want. I think that's the closest I'm gonna get. It was him and Jamie Lee Curtis, and they were doing like an 80s workout, and it was the most uncomfortable sexual thing to watch ever. And then I found myself on a loophole of finding these old clips from 80s movies, and they were so sexual. Like, what was it? Like, I can't. And then I was reading the conversations under these movies, and everyone was like, yeah, why were these movies so like overtly sexual? And everyone was like, yeah, this was just the norm back then. Like, this does not happen in movies now. Like, it would literally get such a high rating that only above 25s could watch or something, you know what I mean? But back then, they were so scandalous. Like, so scandalous. Okay, so I did something like 2 days ago that made me die laughing. So I basically announced that I was going to be ghostwriting Zoella's next novel. Now, if you don't understand the joke behind this, because so many people were congratulating me, which was so sweet. But they were like, oh my god, I can't believe you're gonna be helping her write this novel. This is so sweet. This is such a big deal, Adam. Congrats. And I was like, oh my god, they're missing the joke. But it's so sweet nonetheless. So I was like, y'all, I'm trolling. Because I just remember the fact that how big of a controversy was that? Remember Zoella had the ghostwriter for her book, but she made her vlog seem like she did all the work? Why is that me in school projects, girl? Now that was like OG YouTube drama. That was like 2014, but that was like one of the biggest things. Like, people were so angry. And then remember when her boyfriend, Pointless Blog, Alfie Days, released a book that was literally just you did the book? It was a rip-off of Wreck This Journal, and it was like the Pointless book, and that's literally what it fucking was. It had no effort, and I remember I begged my mum for it for Christmas, and then my mum and dad got it to me, and it was literally the Pointless book, and it was like, you did it, and I loved it, don't get me wrong, but like, looking back now, that bitch made millions of pounds off of a book that he had to do no effort with. Like, YouTubers were releasing books like clockwork back then. They've kind of stopped nowadays, which I'm glad about, because Jesus, they really made people hate the concept of YouTubers back then. Jesus Christ, do you remember that? Do you remember in 2015 where YouTubers were literally releasing a new book, and then another one would do it the next week, then another one? And I remember by a certain stage, it wasn't even a surprise anymore for a YouTuber to announce they were doing a book, because everyone was like, But that was also a huge controversy within YouTube, and that was one of the first controversies because outsiders were so angry at YouTubers abusing their power and being able to sell so many books, then neglecting the proper authors in the actual charts, because it was literally like Zoe Sub, Pointless Blog, like all at the top of the like New York best-selling books and stuff. Even Shane Dawson up there and stuff. I think I had almost every YouTuber book up until around 2016. That's whenever YouTuber culture kind of died, so I really didn't pay attention to them. So I had basically all of them, yeah. And all of them were so bad. I think the only one I genuinely enjoyed was Grace Helbig. Her one was okay. It still was not good though. Also, something that's literally been eating me alive recently is I can't decide what they're gonna do for YouTube Rewind this year. Can you imagine how messy it's gonna be? Like, there is no avoiding the big dramas that have happened this year. So I don't know if they're even gonna make one, because last year they did the like Watch Mojo version of one and it was hated. So this year they can't do the same thing. But also they might use the excuse, oh, we're not going to do one this year because we haven't been having our workers in our workplaces, whatever. Now I hope they do that rather than doing another half-assed one that avoids really big things that happen this year, because you know they are not going to talk about Shane. You know they're not going to involve Jeffrey, even though it was the biggest things that have been happening on the platform this year, along with a lot of other stuff on YouTube. But I think if they're going to make one, they should actually involve it around the world issues and how they were shown on YouTube, like the Black Lives Matter protests, and there were other really important protests that happened this year. But that's more something that Google does. Google normally does a year review and then they do like the searches, so I definitely think Google will do that probably better than YouTube. But YouTube solely do base it on stuff that happens on YouTube and YouTubers, and so I don't know how they're going to avoid the Shane and Jeffrey thing, but I'm sure they'll find a way to. You know what, at this rate they'll probably just have Jimmy Fallon like counting down the top 10 best moments. Okay, the final thing I'm going to talk about is mukbangers. I just want to say I've been watching a few mukbangers on and off throughout the past couple of years, and I always thought, oh, it's so easy, but the more you realize, the more you do it, that it's actually really hard, or it's harder for me because I don't like chewing with my mouth open or talking while I'm eating. So I eat my food, then I talk, so it takes longer for me to film. I've currently been filming for 62 minutes. I've been doing this for over an hour. But the thing is, with like Trisha Paytas, who always comes at my head, she can do a 30-minute mukbang and she talks the entire way through, but she finishes her big plate of food at the same time. And it's like, mukbangs are like kinda, I mean, very disgusting the way most of them do it. But the fact that they're able to talk while eating and not spit everywhere, props. And for the mukbangers who, that is their YouTube profession, like mukbanger YouTubers, I saw one that keeps coming up my recommended, and what she does is she basically just eats jelly stuff and all this like really candy, sweetie stuff. And she posts like the same amount of times I would do, like 6 videos a day, and I'm like, girl, please look out for your health. Like, I get this is your content and slay and make your coin, but please look out for your health because you're literally eating so much really bad food. Like, oof. Okay, well, I still have these shitty mozzarella sticks. Chips are done. I have one chicken nugget and one of the veggie things left. And I have an entire Big Mac. You know what? I ate more than I thought because I'm not the biggest eater in the world, but I still kind of slayed that. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this mukbang. Again, it's just something super simple where I can sit down and chill and talk to everyone. Make sure to comment below some of the things that I talked about and we can have a discussion below because I love doing that. And thank you if you watch. And what's your favorite thing to order at McDonald's? Let me know. I love you and I'll see you in my next video. I'm gonna go make a coffee and start my work because my work day today is starting at 9 p.m. because I woke up at 6 p.m. Bye, I love you and peace.